Hello everybody, welcome to Amakhosi channel. This is something to like, comment, subscribe, and also join. Guys, the interesting news, and this is to say to you and me that Kaizer Chiefs are looking at the CDM. Kaizer Chiefs are still looking at the CDM who will compete with Mthethwa. I mean, even if you might like Mthethwa, what happens if Mthethwa gets injured? What happens if Mthethwa gets suspended? Are we going to play Matt there? Are we going to play Castillo there? Are they the rightful players to cover for Mthethwa if he's injured? No, I don't think so. I don't think they can do their job. They are good as box-to-box or number 8 players. So we are hearing rumors that Kaizer Chiefs is linked with the current AX Farabat CDM. Yes, you heard me right. And when I watched that guy, he seems to be like a real deal in terms of going forward, in terms of covering the defense, in terms of even crossing the ball, because he crosses the ball and he switches the ball like beautifully so, and he can also score. I watched few videos of him and I was like, you know, there could be a player there, but there might be just nothing but all the journalists, even the agents linking Kaizer Chiefs with any other player that Nabi has ever coached. So there might not be news, but it then also says to me that Kaizer Chiefs is looking, they should be looking for a CDM. We need competition. I don't care who says what, we need competition. As much as I like this guy, Mthethwa, I would never like a player more than a team. So therefore, I would say Kaizer Chiefs, we should go out there and look for a CDM. I mean, even in the MDC, we can't even promote a CDM who will compete with Mthethwa. We need someone who will compete with Mthethwa, someone who plays already at the highest level, someone who knows the game, someone who's experienced. So we'll also bring out the best in Mthethwa. Like, we want players who can complement one another and players who can enable one another to hit like other levels that you have never seen, or even recurrently things that were dead that are dead now. Because I mean, I don't know if Mthethwa's hunger has died or what, because I mean, we saw him, he was playing in the international field. He was playing for Bafana Fan, and all of a sudden he dropped out, and Bruce hasn't called him like in months and whatnot. So this then therefore means that if we can get a player who can rekindle that love from Mthethwa to be an international player again, someone who will compete with him. I mean, at the moment, he's been, I can simply say that he had an okay season at Kaizer Chiefs. Some would say that he had a bad season at Kaizer Chiefs. Some would say that, you know what, he was good. But for me, some of the games that I saw, he was really okay. He was really okay. But it doesn't mean that now we can say that Mthethwa all of a sudden is a bad player. No, he's not a bad player. However, he lacked that ambition. He lacked that hunger that you saw in Stellenbosch. And then a person will say that, but it simply means that the system at Kaizer Chiefs did not really support him to take out, or for him to really showcase his real talent, and his true talent. So I can get that, I can take that, I can really take that. However, now again, another Bafana international has spoken about Kaizer Chiefs. This is the guy that all of us will like. This is the guy that some of us were like, wow, why is this guy not playing for a big team out there? Not just in South Africa, but like going to play in England, for example, or going to play in Spain, for example, because he's a marvelous watch. He's a South African. They call him South African Yaya Toure. He's good as that. So apparently he has spoken that Kaizer Chiefs, he likes Kaizer Chiefs. He likes Kaizer Chiefs, but in as much as he likes Kaizer Chiefs in the beginning of the season, they wanted him and it all died down. Like, he does not know what happened with those talks. They didn't even send like a formal contract to him to say that, no, we really want you. But he came out to say that Kaizer Chiefs is a massive brand. I would love to play for Kaizer Chiefs, but it might not be at the right time now, because I mean, I still want to play in Europe. Here's the thing about guys. Here's the thing that you need to know about players who are ambitious about playing in Europe. They need to find a team where they'll be valued. Look at this guy, for example. Who's this guy? Remind this guy who was supposed to come at Kaizer Chiefs and he went to play in Turkey. He was also a Bafana a player at the time. Forgot his name. Forgot his name, but you remind me. He used to wear number 8 in Bafana Bafana. Like recent, not so long ago, he went to play in Tech. We're linked with him. You remind me. But it does not always work because this guy, when he went to that team in Turkey, he hasn't really played so many games. So some players, they can say, I'm still ambitious to go and play in Europe. I'm still ambitious to stay here. But it does not necessarily mean that it's going to work. Sorry. And this is why some other players, they come back to play in South Africa because they know that they can get game time. Say that they come back to play in their home country and they might be closer to the national team so they can continue to be picked. Say this guy, Yaya Toure, South African Yaya Toure says that, I want to stay in Europe, and then he feels out he doesn't play in that team that he chooses to stay to or that he goes to. Bruce might say that, but you're no longer playing. We're no longer playing, and therefore that means I can't really select you. I need to be fair because there are other players in South Africa who I'm seeing almost every game in, game out, and I see how much they play Spelele. There's nothing I can do Spelele. Sort yourself out. I'm gonna call you once you get a team and you start playing Lekural. So, but for now, I'm sorry, you have to drop out of my squad, and I'm gonna have to take your Mthethwa, for example. So those are the things that these players also they need to factor in. Staying closer or playing closer to South Africa and also give you more times or more chances rather of playing in national team. So Sithole needs to sit down and think. I think it's Sithole. Sithole needs to sit down and think about if he still wants to play for Bafana or he wants to load his pockets, and then by the time he comes back to retire in South Africa. Then Kaizer Chiefs will still look for him. Will we still be interested in him? I don't know, but I'm raising this news for you or to you guys so that you know that we are looking for a CDM. We might sign one, we might not sign any CDM at all, but we really need a CDM, someone who will compete in Mthethwa. At the moment, I don't think that we can compete as Kaizer Chiefs because we only have one CDM, recognized CDM for that matter. So, let me know what you think. Do you think that we should go all out for Spelele? Yeah. Should you go all out or should you go and look for another CDM? Who is that CDM for you if we are to go elsewhere to look for CDM? Let me know your thoughts, guys. But I would say that we really need a CDM, and the sooner we get a CDM, the better, because we need to start the season on a high. In 5 games, probably win 3 games, draw 1 or lose 1. But we can't afford to start the way that we started or even end the way that we ended, because in like 10, 13 games, we only won like 3 or 4. I don't even remember, don't even care anymore. But anyway, we need to go back to winning ways. We need to start competing. Yeah, let's give Nabi and his team a chance to compete and to form a good relationship and to play the kind of football that Nabi wants to play. Let's not put them under pressure. Guys, I'm out. Your thoughts, please. AFC Amakhosi channel. Saturday here. Love you. Bye.